Hey Vegan Starseeds, welcome to Starseed Energetics. My name is Bora and I'll be reading your July collective energy. I never really do vegans, but this month I'm guided to do that. And I think that's what I'll kind of do is I'll get as much done as I can and then I'll just go with my intuition, which star systems tune into. Because I'm honestly getting activations from so many different places that I can't just have a fixed number. Okay, retreat into nature. Solitude is important. Right now, it's important for you to take note of your internal space, inside and out, on an internal space. When you're in nature, you can find the true essence of how you would be pure. And when you're alone, obviously, not when you're with people. And for those people who are completely intertwined with their twin flame, that it feels like they're part of you and that you guys are both connected, then maybe you can go together, but otherwise, alone. Enter sacred space. Communicate with your fairy allies. So you've got two nature cards. So nature is very significant for you in this month and always, but especially in this month. If you're watching this video at a later time, that's okay. It's still this month. For the whole month, nature is important. So make the extra effort to spend more time in nature and bathe in the sun if you can. Remember that you're writing your own timeline. And I think that's important for a lot of you because it's coming up, is you're meant to create your own navigation through these blockages that you've been conquering. And sometimes you forget that you're here to write your own timeline because you're getting culminative associations with all these other factors that make you determine or make you want to determine what you should prioritize. But if other people tell you to prioritize something, you can take it as a little nudge, but you don't have to really listen to what they have to say. For instance, if somebody's asking you to focus on a certain area of your life but you don't feel like addressing that right now, that's totally good. It's like you have to also be able to neutralize the forces you feel around certain aspects of your life by simply just witnessing it, that's there. And then that alone is really powerful in deprogramming from those structures. Break free, regain your youth and fly. So some of you totally have this misperception about your age and what you're capable of doing at your age. You still have a lot of deprogramming to do, and it's like what you're supposed to be doing at this point in your life. And it could be some of you that think you're not like that. You might think like, oh, I don't have any social programming on age. Especially if you're somebody that thinks like that, there's a definite social programming on age. Because if you were really aware of those programming of age from society, then you would know that it's built into everything we encounter in society. As a collective, there's no way that you're void of programming about age. It's there. You need to, like, if you're the kind of person who's like, I don't have any age programming, you need to really take a deep look at yourself and see where those anchors are. And first of all is that everyone assumes that our generation is going to have a life expectancy of under 100, which is absolutely not true. And if you're watching this, like, it's really likely that this age expectancy will multiply, not just from spirituality, but half of it is from modern medicine and technology, science, chemistry. It's gonna leak. All this technology that we already have, it's gonna leak in the next decade for sure. So we are not dying at under 100 years of age. That's gonna multiply. So you need to think in those terms, and you need to be the one to say, like, okay, most people in society would not agree to this because they're not looking at it in the right way, they don't have the awakenings and knowledge. Like, if you're just in the Silicon Valley space, and if you're just in the like technology space void of spirituality, you would still know that this is the case. Like, it's just the truth. So take a look at your life and your age and what you think it means that you are that many years old needs to significantly change, and your priorities need to shift immediately, because you need to shift your priorities. And thinking of it, your life from that expanded perspective, and taking that into consideration as your truth, that you're not gonna die anytime soon. Like, anytime soon. Like, unless that's the experience you desire. But yeah, this is one of those things where this is where you like really need to think outside the flock. If you're on my channel watching this Vegan Starseed video because you deem yourself more awakened than the masses, and you find yourself to be on a spiritual journey, and you are the light worker, the Starseed, then you have to play your part and think outside of the flock in terms of what your age can mean, and what years mean, and what time means to a living being. That's what you're here to like exemplify. And people keep wondering, like, what is my life mission? What is my purpose? Like, sure, it can have a color, but beyond the description of what your mission can be is exemplifying and embodying the sense of timelessness. So do that. That's your life mission. One of it is that. One of it can be translated as that. But this is just one of the ways in which you can look at what you want to serve humanity, embody this knowledge. Okay, so deep secret will come into light. Break free, start anew, begin again. Start anew, begin again. You need to, it's like every day, every morning should feel like a brand new beginning for you. Aim to experience that. Aim to embody that, not only every day, but every moment that you have a self-realization. So most of the people who would be watching this, who've had years and years of meditative experiences and are drawn to stuff like this kind of material, what you really gain from years of meditation and like deep states of meditation. So when you get to a point where you can truly tap into deep states of meditation, the years don't matter. The years of practice don't really matter. It's that state. And when you've contacted that state enough times through the human subjectivity, you naturally get these moments of self-inquiry, like checking in with what you are, or your self-knowledge. Every time that occurs, it's a new beginning. Every time you have that realization, it's a blank slate of a timeline or an identity, or like it can be a shift because you just had that energetic calibration. So every time you get these self-inquiry moments, intend for a while to recalibrate your age system, or like your cognitive patterns about age, because you have a default cognitive programming about age. So however old you are, think of what that means and just intend to, okay, I'm gonna try to explain this. Intend to, when you close your eyes, light up your pineal gland and intend to light up the portions of your neural networks that are associated with human age, and then request from your heart center to transmute those neural systems using violet flame, and invoke Saint Germain. That will help you gain the true frequency range. And then as long as that feels good for you, rest in that state, just intending to visualize those networks flaming up in violet flame, and then return to center. So if you can just try to remember this, or even just do it once, it's gonna be a huge energetic template that's gonna run. Cooperation seems to be a repeating card. Of course, cooperation is the best. One drone can't do much, but a fleet of drones can do anything. No, but seriously. So that's the attitude we should have with each other. I mean, I knew that this Sphinx card was gonna come. So you have this galactic cooperative team that is weaved from very powerful, potent timelines that wouldn't have cooperated unless it was for a project like your incarnation. So you have braids coming from different galactic systems and different historical age that are coming into contact with each other to create the experience of you, because those are your parallel links and those are your timelines. So a strange part of this transmission, especially from Atlantis and Sirius and like those and various, I don't know why Anunnaki, the idea of Anunnaki comes up. It's almost like a gratitude from those civilizations or those collectives of consciousnesses, because it's such a joy to be able to co-create with you and for each other. So this is just a massive flux of gratitude from your collectives in that way, actually, which is so interesting and stunning of a message. Then we have here birth crystals on the bottom of your deck. So maybe some people it's your birthday soon, so happy birthday. If you work with your birth stones, it'll be really beneficial for you this month. That was the end of your reading. I hope that it has helped. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I do private readings, but they are on divine timing. So if you're comfortable with uncertainty in timing, you can check the links below. Thank you, love you, bye.